Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Mafia Roundtable with Dominick, Cicale. Hope everybody's having a great day, and we're going to be getting ready to rock and roll today. So, Lawrence B. German, Cynthia, Francisco, good to see you. Me and my, what's that? I'm just going to say stud pet. What's up? How you doing? Stan, Richie, Blake, John. Just going through the names real quick. Moji boy, yeah, we'll go fishing. Last person that wanted to go fishing with me wound up dead, Moji. So we'll see about that. Who else? Bailey, good to see you. Gerald, Sam the man. We got Bronx for life. Peter, Pat. Good to see everybody's on. So today's show, folks, we're going to go into John Gotti Sr. I'm going to tell you what I've known about him, what I've heard. A lot of stuff's already been out there, but we're really going to go in depth on the type of man he was, type of person he was, and in my opinion, my thoughts and everything with it. So we'll definitely do that. I went on Eric Foss's show. I think it was good going back and forth. It's healthy sometimes, and went back and forth. He made some good points. I felt I made some good counter points, and I think it was a really good show. So check it out. Go to Eric Foss, check it out. And if he comes on, let's give him a little leeway here on the channel. And let's see what he has to say. He was very respectful on the show. At times we did go back and forth, but he kept it respectful. So he's not all about that wolfing like these keyboard warriors are. So and I respect that. Thank you for that, Eric. So I didn't know what I was getting into, but everybody deserves a shot. So I took it. And I really don't back down from anybody. So, but it was really good. It was really good. I think we had common ground. And then just speaking about issues at hand. So I wonder, this is from Johnny, I wonder how bad the wonderful Eagle fans are going to destroy this city this time. Oh my God, who knows? Who knows with that? But that game, I went to bed about third quarter. I didn't even want to see it. It was just that lopsided. So, but that's what happens. Never know. Never know. So, all right, folks, we're going to go into the show. Excuse me. A little tired. With that, growing up, John Gotti became a household name who's out there. But while I was in jail, I had the the opportunity to run into people that were close with him, knew him on the street, knew the type of man he was. Gangster, 1000%, larger than life. And the funny part about it, I feel, listen, anybody in that life's capable of murder. Somebody said, well, he never really killed anybody. He ordered deaths. But the move he made was so powerful, taking out Paul Castellano. It's just, it put the fear of God in people. So you don't have to be known for killing 19 people, 37 people to be feared. This man, they say he never pulled the trigger on anything. I don't know that for a fact. But I can say this. He wasn't known as a serial killer. Somebody, okay, I have to fear him. In my opinion, hearing stories, hearing the tapes, he was very boisterous, loud. I think people feared that more than anything. And I was brought up in the life, it doesn't matter who yells the loudest, that counts. And yet, this man, you hear him on tapes yelling about Sammy. You hear him yelling to somebody else, I'll MF cut your head off. You know who you're talking to, whatever, however it went. Even when he would lose in his gambling, I was told come into the club, start cursing, yelling, and then somebody's giving him the money to make sure he could pay the bookie. Um, so a lot of people, they get intimidated when somebody yells, especially with John Gotti Sr. He took out Paul Castellano, so they knew he had the courage, the wayward to make a move. He wasn't afraid to go against Mafia rules and codes. And with people, I guess that instilled fear in people. Um, and it's just funny. Now you look at this guy, and basically the Teflon Don, the Dapper Don. He had quite a few nicknames. But again, folks, the Mafia is a ruthless, it's a dirty organization. And I say this, it was put out there. Gotti lost his son on a motorcycle accident. A neighbor hit him by accident. And I think it might have been a year later, he had the guy killed. Like, I just, it was an accident. Accidents happen. Shame on the guy for not moving. That was his stupidity. But then again, it's like, how are you going to make a move on it? Well, I can't say, because you never know. With a kid, you never know what extreme, but it was an accident. So just things that happen. It's just really, it's amazing, especially within the Mafia with the code. Then, in my opinion, John Gotti was hypocritical in a lot of ways. He wouldn't let anybody take a plea deal based on the fact it's a sign of weakness. You're admitting guilt. You're admitting Mafia. You're admitting they're right. Go to trial. Go to trial. Good case scenario. His brother Gene. I think Gene could have received 15 years, 12 years. Old law. He was eligible for parole after, I think, 3 or 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. Wouldn't let him take a plea deal. And Gene wound up doing, I think, 30 years in prison because he blew trial. And yet, when John Jr., his son, wanted to take a plea, he allowed that. He listened. I feel that's hypocritical. Your son then should have never been in the life. You have to treat everybody accordingly and fairly. If that's your rule, nobody takes a plea, then your son shouldn't have been allowed to take a plea either, or else. And at that time, being a cooperator, being a rat wasn't as prominent back then. You had more structure, you had more loyalty within the ranks. And it's just sad, like, if you're going to be one way, be that way. Don't give anybody special treatment. And his son was given special treatment for that. But Gotti fought to the end. Gotta give him that. Didn't back down. Reminds me of Vinny in a lot of ways. The only thing was, Vinny wasn't in the news media as flamboyant and out there as Gotti. Vinny wasn't on many tapes. He was actually only on 2 tapes. The one where James Taglione, we suspected he was a rat. And then the second tape was Joe Massino, where nobody saw that one coming. But, and they both got caught talking about stuff you're not supposed to talk about. I just don't understand it. Even Gotti, with his demeanor, his old time swag, and, he put the Mafia in the spotlight, glamorized it by the way he dressed, his, just his whole demeanor, persona. And then you're on tape talking about murder after murder after murder, Sammy this, Sammy that. It's like, wow. Like, this is rule, folks. You never talk about any murders. This is rule 101 for dummies in the Mafia. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Why even come out talking about bodies? Makes no sense. Really makes no sense. But he did. Sammy got arrested. Sammy blames him, whatever the case may be. In a lot of ways, Everybody knows my feelings with Sammy, but he's right in a lot of ways. Not right for, I don't know, everybody testifies for their own reason, but he's not right with the aspect of he is right. The aspect, God, he should have never been talking about bodies. I mean, you're in an apartment. You have to suspect everything is wired or somebody's listening. Why would you bring a body after body after body? It just makes no sense. It really doesn't. I guess people get too into themselves, and they just run their mouths. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Do you people realize how many cases the government would not have if people just kept their mouth shut? Do you people realize in my case alone, the 2 murders we participated in, Vinny and myself, were unsanctioned. So if you're not getting permission from the boss, you're doing it on the sneak, that could get you killed. Why would you go and tell the boss that we took care of it? Why? If Vinny never tells Joe Messino about the murders, we never get arrested, folks. They have nothing on us, nothing at all in the Bronx. Zero. Zero. Joe Messino knows nothing. All Joe knows, Vinny is a captain. That was it. That's all Sal Vitale knew. Vinny was a captain. But Vinny told Joe, Joe told Sal. It's like, what is this, Mafia Washwoman Center? It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why? Why? But, Vinny's doing life in prison because of it. So Vinny has to live with that demon. Let me go. I just had somebody showed me some love. Ron Pearman, thank you for the contribution. Hey, Dom, was at my buddy's house watching Super Bowl. My buddy ordered your autograph book. It took the money, but no confirmation email, wondering if you could look it up. Thank you. Yes, please email me. Let me know, and then I'll let you know if it registered. I'm sure it did, but thank you for that, Ron. Thank you, buddy, too. I appreciate it. We have Ryan Brown. Thank you for the contribution. I heard the tape where John Gotti cursed out Tony Muscatello for not returning his phone call about a car. He even called Tony's wife effing Dunsky. It's just, yeah. And this, you know what, folks, what gets me, read that one. Wait, just want to make sure I got everybody. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's just amazing. Yeah, everybody looks up to this guy. I don't listen. I loved it when I was in the life, being glamorized and the mafia life, the world about it. It is. It's a good feeling, but they're their worst nightmares. I mean, people are their definitely worst nightmares, without a doubt. Before we go into it, folks, please go to egvodka.com, order it today, 100% gluten-free, organic. Try it, you'll like it. Really good vodka. It's the best on the market. But folks, it's just amazing, all the stuff, all the harm within families. I mean, that's mostly people are their worst nightmares. I have another one. German, thank you for the contribution. He said, late for a meeting, late for a date. Got horrible. Brett praying for an answer. Prayer, no further. Here we go. I love you, German. You're too much. Late for a meeting, late for a date. Got horrible Brett praying for an answer. Pray no further. Oral 4. Go to oral4.com, folks. Order it today. Has got a solution for that. Right. Oral 4 available in different flavors and as little as a pen. Yes. Look at the size of these. You have your toothbrush. I wasn't even going to say it today, but thank you for that German. Toothpick. You have your dental floss if you want to wrap it around somebody's neck. And then after you're done, little breath spray. The breath spray needs to be improved. Next batch around, they're going to be a little much stronger. But thank you, German, for that. Appreciate it. So, German, you're just a walking advertisement for me. Thank you. Endorsement. Appreciate it. So, folks, yeah, we have another one. Christopher, thank you for the contribution. Where do your mob guys get the tracksuits done? Listen, you go all over the place. All over the place. You go, I got my Macy's, all the department stores sell them. So that's without a doubt. So, Stan, thank you for the contribution. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so you get them all over the tracksuits. They just, and I'm gonna wear the one in the famous picture, that burgundy one. I'll definitely wear it one time out. So, folks, stay tuned because this week I'm flying the guy in on the 15th. He's with me from the 15th to the 19th. Wait till everybody sees. This is the way the Mafia moves around. The tentacles are still out. Even though I'm no longer in the life, I still have that Mafia mentality to make money, to go out there. Nothing in life is impossible. You could always achieve at anything you put your mind to it. Remember that, folks. And I'll go into that in a little while. But with John Gotti, he was definitely dangerous. I feel everybody feared him more so because of his mouth, yelling, screaming. Like it got shaky, especially after the Paulie Castellano hit. They didn't know what to expect. And that's what gave him his aura, I guess, the stigma of John Gotti. But yes, he died a horrible death in prison. It's sad. And there's nothing you could do, but he went out like a man. That everybody has their hats for. The Gotti's name was the pinnacle of the Mafia. And with that, you can never take that away. But then again, you have bosses out there till this day are much more powerful. Again, it's not who yells the loudest that counts. You have bosses out there staying undercover, staying under the radar, extremely dangerous, dozens of bodies under their belt, and they just old school. Keep the mouth shut. And wait till people, you order and read The Perfect Crime Family. That's the book. It's coming out. I should be getting my proof copy of the hardback. Once I do, I'll show everybody. They're sending me 2 of them, 2 quick runs, just so I give the final stamp of approval. I should have that probably in a week. I just I okayed the cover page for the 1 to 500 copies. Those will all be hand signed to everybody who ordered them. And there'll be a nice little Mafia care package inside with that order. But folks, at the end of the day, and I'm keeping the hardbacks will be out for maybe 3 or 4 weeks. And then we'll have a full launch on Amazon, Apple, or Barnes and Noble. The press release will be out. So, and I hope everybody enjoys it. I wrote the book myself, I kept it authentic. I didn't have an editor come in and enhance words, mince words around to make it more of a flair, make it more compelling, put more description in it. I kept it my words, original. So you'll see what I wrote. And the book was written back in 2009, 2010, handwritten hand wrote it. Then we typed it out in prison. All this was done in prison. And then you'll also see the graphic novel photos in the back of the book. And then you'll see coming soon part 2. So of the book, the sequel. Just hope everybody likes it. They enjoy it. I put my best into it. Like I said, I could have enhanced it. We could have made it more grammatically correct, put more verbiage in there for description, but I didn't. I felt I put enough. I gave my best, and I wanted to show the people this is where 10th grade education gets you. So, but I think it was pretty good. Um, so we'll see. We'll see with the views. I'm sure there'll be a lot of haters out there knocking, but so be it. So be it. It's my work. I did it. It came out to, I think, 300 and I want to say 35 pages, the novel. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it's coming soon, and I know people will enjoy it. If my daughter picked it up and she doesn't like the Mafia, she loved it. She said, "Dad, I really like it. It kept me intrigued. Thank you, thank you, thank you." So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. But I'm glad people are ordering it. Thank you. Appreciate that. So so back to Gotti. Yeah, he was like for his son, he allowed certain things. For his brother and the other guys, no, they would have to go to trial. And I don't feel that's fair in the mafia. That's why they say you shouldn't make your son, your family, because you're always going to be biased to them. And biased he was for John Jr. John Jr. did make the right move, taking the plea. So otherwise, the government would have crippled him. And like if ever anybody saw the show with Eric Foss, same thing. We were talking about Vinny with the government, how they really at times don't play fair. But and it's sad because they have the cards in their hand. They have the whole deck. They should be playing fair, but at times they don't. They do what they have to do to get their convictions. So, and that whole case was an entrapment without that case. But then again, it goes back to Vinny. Vinny keeps his mouth shut about the murders. We never get arrested for anything. The government had no clue. Of course, everybody that ratted was in Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, uh, down Mulberry Street. Nobody's from the Bronx except me later on. So, sad it happens. Everything in life happens for a reason. But definitely, definitely, um, John Guy did have his way when he was in the mafia, controlled, and at the end of the day, doesn't get you anywhere. Look, folks. I mean, you have bosses nowadays. They don't want to see anybody. They don't want to meet anybody. That's a life to live. Always staying home, staying sheltered. It's not a life. And then the guys who are out there, you don't know who's who anymore. So in a way, I'm glad I'm out of the life. Yes, I do miss the life though. I miss the glamorization of it. I miss the camaraderie when you're meeting good people, when you're going out having some drinks, you're out with a good, solid group of men. It's fun. It's fun. You have a lot of fun with that. When you do get the special treatment when you go somewhere and it's a mobbed up place, those are nice times. But overall, the bad outweigh the good in that life. That's for sure. That's for sure. And that's about it. So we'll go into some questions, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I gotta get my butt into the gym, which I really don't feel like doing today. So I did legs this morning, but gotta do what you gotta do, folks. So, uh, Pray Man, Gotti had a loud mouth. Yes, he did. And you know what? I think people feared him more because of the mouth, especially after Paul Castellano hit, than anything. And it's amazing. People, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, please. Hit the like button. Get some likes up here. That's all I ask. Thank you. Xavier James, good to see you on. Tony Montana. John Gotti's a stand-up man. 1,000% he was. A gangster's gangster gangster. Xavier James. Been super busy lately. Can't stay for the whole live. Hope all is well, Dom. Yes, it is. Can't complain at all. Can't complain with one bit. Sister Sis. Eric is cool, but he has no. What's that? Boxdale. I have no idea what that means. Matt, watch your interview with Joe Barone today. It was a good show. You guys should do more about the old days together. Oh, we will. We definitely will. Elite Cards. Have you lived in Italy recently? No, I've been to Italy though. I definitely been there. I love the country. It's my country, and that's great. German. Here's German again. Thank you again for the contribution. German says, you like vodka, you say. You haven't tried a vodka until you tried EG vodka, hands down. Forget about forget about it. The best tasting vodka on the market, number one, number one's against EG vodka. People go to egvodka.com, order it today, 100% gluten-free, organic. You'll love it. 3 flavors. It's really that good. Thank you, German, for always the plug-in, the donations. It's always greatly appreciated. Thank you, brother. Snake, the big guy we have. Okay. What else we had? Sam the Man, Dom, please. You got to put me on the card if there really is a fight night. I want to get paid a little extra escarols like everyone else. Sam, hit me up on the email. Eric and I spoke about it. Maybe I'll fight Eric. The guy, Damien, will fight Gene. We'll try to get a card together if people are interested, and we'll put a nice little show on. Well, it won't be a show. It'll be a boxing match. An event is a better word. So, yeah, send me your weight and everything, your age. This way we'll see who we can match you up with. Francisco says, and I will say this, Gotti did not bring down the Mafia. It was the Rico statue from Giuliani who brought down the mob. I agree with that. You're right, Francisco. However, Gotti polarized the Mafia with him being flashy, being out there. It gave more heat to the Mafia. But you're right, Giuliani with that damn Rico, that definitely crippled it. That's for sure. DVE 8356, thank you for the contribution. Was a dog shit game last night. Christ. Yes, it was. I didn't care for it. I fell asleep after the third quarter. It was just, I mean, they got manhandled by far. I mean, that offensive line Philly has, are you kidding me? Average weight 350. You know that, oh my Lord. Any defensive line has to be exhausted after battling that. I mean, that's crazy, crazy, crazy. And then, just they got outmatched, that's for sure. Ron, thank you for the contribution. Hi, Dom. Gotti didn't get a commission okay to take out Paul and Tommy. Wouldn't you agree if Gotti stayed on the streets, the other bosses would have whacked him? They had good question, really good question. Correct. They did not get, it was a sneak job. What had happened was they did try taking Gotti out. They got the wrong guy. That was with gas pipe with the bomb under the car. I think it was Frank DeChico that got killed instead of Gotti. But after that, I think Gotti was safe. As long as you're staying in power, the longer you're in, people forget about it. And just no. I don't believe if he was been on the streets, he would have got clipped. That would have never happened. He was only gaining more and more popularity, becoming stronger. And he had the support of his whole family. So, especially after the Paul Castellano hit. And then you had crazy ass Sammy whacking people. So it was keeping people in line, whether you believe it or not. But yeah, no, I don't think in the beginning, yes. And I'm sure Gotti was very cautious. Now, over time, it's a different story. But think about it. Gotti had a strong relationship with Joe Messino, so it's not coming from the Bonannos. The Lucchese's were Gas Pipe, who actually tried to kill him because Gas Pipe was with the Chin. So those two want him. And then you had the Colombos. They were off in another galaxy. So really, he had to worry about Gas Pipe and then the Chin. But after that failed attempt, backed everybody up. So, and the longer he was in that position, the least likely he was going to get assassinated by somebody else, because that would have caused an all-out war. with a family, and people didn't want that. In the beginning, yes, he was more susceptible to getting clipped, but they missed. And that was it. John C. Hey, Dominic. Wish you the best. Keep it going, bro. Thank you. Thank you for that. Sam the man to Ron. He will. Dom is money. Dom is money. He on point. Enjoy the book, my friend. Okay. Cynthia, be a man while your family is at home suffering. Be a man. Listen, the ones she's right about that. The ones who do suffer is the families, the kids. I watched my daughter just have a fit in the background when she came to visit me the first time when they had to leave, and it broke my heart. They're the ones that really suffer. But at the end of the day, the women we're with know type of life we were living. So, Tony, John Gotti Jr. is a dumb fellow. Nah, I don't think he's dumb at all. I think he's very smart. He tried playing the government, tried getting a deal, didn't work out, and then he took the cases to trial. So, Salvatore, Scott Bernstein's put pineapples on his pizza. Well, that's because Scott Bernstein has a lot of connections in New York. Still got jokes, right? John, Cynthia, cool. Try the pizza from Sam. Sam's on the court. He's a good friend of mine. He has name. His name is Louis. His father was Sam. Sam the man to Tony Montana. Not really. He owns a lot of real estate, and all of his kids are well off on their own merit. If you're talking about Gotti Jr., yes, he has some real estate. That's where I hear he has his wealth in. And the kids are doing well. I think the one son, the boxer, the third, got $6 million for the Mayweather fight, which is a nice payday. Davey Boy, Gotti crew broke the rules by drug dealing. Paul wanted to take all of them out for breaking the rules. John beat him to it while the help of Sammy and Frankie DeChico, they killed the boss of bosses. Correct. You're correct with that. But you know what? Everybody in the mafia, I shouldn't say everybody, most, they deal drugs. You're in an illegal life. How could you say don't deal drugs? It's one of the most lucrative businesses. To say don't do it when the temptation is there, come on, folks. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's like telling the mobster, you can't kill anybody. Don't kill anybody in this life. Same thing. Don't sell drugs. All the money's there in the drug game. I can make, you can have a sports book. You can have a loan sharking book. But I can make more money in a month selling drugs than you do all year. So even more than that. So it just makes no sense sometimes. But I guess everybody says things for reasons. But at the end of the day, nobody listens to that drug dealing rule. That's for sure. Gatto, I regret that. I hope to make peace. I guess that was with somebody else. Oh, that just skipped on me. Eric, man, go Eagles. Eric, don't even go there. I didn't want the Eagles to win, but I want to see history made. But they damn sure, not only did they win, they annihilated. It was like they were playing a college team. Tony, Joey Molino, the Shelfed Elf, and Little Sniffer. Cynthia says, hi, everyone. Hit the like button and subscribe. Come on, get me at 100 before we leave. Come on, just hit that button. It's not going to electrocute you. Hit the button, folks. Stan, Gotti Jr. is like Carmine Jr. from The Sopranos. Oh, my God. Sammy was humping guys also. I don't know about that. I don't know. Primo, Lucky should have whacked Dewey when Dutch volunteered, in my opinion. Listen, it is what it is at the end of the day. We're Francisco Dom. Do you think Gotti betrayed Sammy like he said? No. No, I think in a way he betrayed him because he should have kept his mouth shut and not talking about bodies. But betrayed him? No. No, I don't think so. Um, just I know the way Sammy feels. You know, Vinny was talking about murders with me. It's like, how stupid could you be? Really? And but betrayed, no. Sammy's the one that betrayed Gotti. For sure. For sure. Mosey Boy, Dom, did you and John Panisi do any business together? He was a soldier of the Lucchese. No, I never met Panisi. It was after my time. Sam the Man, congratulations, Philly. No three-peat for me, but won several. Was that square? Won several squares. Ill. Wipe my tears with that. No, that's good. Oh, won some squares. Mm, I didn't bet at all. I'm not too much into betting. David, Paul was taking drug money for years. Of course, they all do. Cynthia at Blake, E.G. Vodka, pasta party at Dom's. Let's go. Come on, everybody, come on over. Come on over. We're going to have an E.G. pasta party. And believe me, I got cases of it. Really, I can't drink anymore. I'm in training, but everybody else can enjoy it. So, the truth, Dom, you should do a question and answer show about the George Keogh shit. Hit. I'm sorry. Very good. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. So good one. Thank you for that. Any suggestions, folks? Let me know. I'm always open. Oh, we got Bronchi South. The Bronx doesn't like the washwoman. He is a bully that doesn't even respect old Italian people. I don't condone what you did, Dom, but I understand that some wanted you to take the blame. Well, thank you for that. South Bronx, Bronxy South. I appreciate that. Michael Washwoman is the ultimate piece of shit. He's garbage. He's nothing. And like I said, it's not about taking the blame. I never tolerated it from him. His antics, if I was still on the street, like I said, he would have been dead. He was getting killed. I couldn't. Vinny was locked up maybe a month. I saw Michael maybe a dozen times. I was taking him out. I was killing him. I could not take his bullshit. His antics, he's just a wannabe. And I wasn't going to tolerate it. So I had my opportunity. And folks, that's when you make your move. When something happens right away, take them out. Because as time goes on, they become more stable in that position. But right now, from what I'm hearing, there's a lot of grumbling there. I'm surprised they just don't get him out of that position. I'm really surprised. We have Shelf on the Elf. What kind of sneakers you be rocking? I have they're just regular comfortable Adidas slip-ons. I got all different kinds. Nikes, Adidas, Puma, Reebok. What's that? Boss sneakers. I have I think a pair of Versace's upstairs. I have all different kinds. I have tons and tons. I have a lot. Thomas, Sammy definitely takes it up. The starfish. Yes, he does. We're Bronxy South. You are the most respected. You are more respected than the washwoman and his pet. Times have changed in the Bronx. That tells you something. Absolutely. Folks, the Bronx was solid. I mean, like I said in the past, at that time, I was one of the only high ranking guys that cooperated in Cosa Nostra. I don't know that John Panisi's from the Bronx. I've never met him, so I don't think he was. He might have been from Yonkers or somewhere else. But the Bronx itself, it's a solid community. That's for sure till this day. But I'm surprised Mike, the washwoman's still there. Vincent Jr. Much love and respect, Dominic, from Vinny the Wolf, Newburgh, New York. Thank you. Much respect to you. Mr. Diesel, great show, Dom. How can people acknowledge the washwoman as a boss when he isn't qualified to shine Vinny's shoes? He isn't qualified to shine anyone's shoes. He's just a buffoon. He's somebody who got the reputation for killing his wife, dumping her body while she was still alive outside in an emergency room, which made no sense. How high and drugged up was this nose? I mean, it's ridiculous. And then he was a labo for the Purple Gang. That's all he was. To me, he's a grenade. He goes with guys' wives while they're in jail. He's a mutt. He's a mutt, punk. Ryan Brown, thank you for the contribution. Dom, do you know why Gotti Sr. assaulted the truck driver over? I think it was a delivery or repairman or February 14th to hit Mikey. Oh, why February 14th to hit Mikey? Well, the first part of your question, I don't know why John Gotti Sr. assaulted a truck driver. I have no clue with that. Why February 14th I was going to kill Michael Mancuso? I was going to get, at that time, Vinny was just locked up. Michael took the reins, and I couldn't make it look like it was the Bonannos. So what I was going to do, February 14th is Valentine's Day. While Michael was walking down the steps of Sharice's house, that's Joey Relay's ex-wife, and the story behind that, while Joey Relay was away, Michael made his move to go with his wife, and then that was it. And Joey Relay never did anything. So I felt while he's walking down, at first I was going to throw Michael in a van, take him, kill him, dump him. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to leave him there. I'm going to leave him right on the stoop or the sidewalk, wherever we hit him. Leave him there. This way everybody will say, oh my God, Joey Relay did it. With Vinny off the streets, Michael in charge, everybody was suspected Joey Relay. And it takes everything off of me. So that's why. Valentine's Day, his ex-wife at the house, and that's where I would have left him. So just so you have to deflect, and that's what I was going to do, deflect the murder to somebody else. The truth. Someone who's always worrying about the little things that don't even matter. They're usually women or gay men who care about gossip, making fun of other people for their own amusement. Okay. According to Urban Dictionary here. Okay, that's what he said, washwoman. So that was the definition. I'm sorry, I didn't see that one. The truth says, according to Urban Dictionary, here's the definition of a washwoman. Someone who's always worrying about the little things that don't even matter. They're usually women or gay men who care about gossiping, making fun of other people. And that's about it. So you're right about that. Michael was like that a lot. He had a lot to say, especially when I was dating women. He's telling Vinny, hey, that girl's known for being a prostitute. And Vinny comes to him and like, what's this guy worried about who I'm dating, who I'm going with? Number one, no, she's a model. She's not a prostitute. I know I was out with her a few times. She doesn't even drink. And it's like always like jealous. All-Star. Dom, they're probably plotting Vinny in the nose. Who knows? I don't care anymore. Let them plot. Ryan Brown, Dominic, I meant to ask that last live stream. Okay, what was that? We have Let's Go. Dom, who killed Anthony Stabelli? I have no idea. Amazing channel, Dom. Love it. Keep them coming. Tuning in from Tuska, Arizona. Nice to see you. Thank you. Folks, I'm going to answer one or two more questions. I'm going to sign off. I have to get into this gym. I'm getting tired or lazy as the hours keep on ticking. Anthony, come on, Dom. I want front row when you fight Molino and Scruff. I don't have them coming into the ring with me, the three of them. I don't have, what's his name? Billy Luna, Molino, and Scruff. I don't have them doing it at all. At all. So they don't do it. I have Eric Foss. We were talking. We're going to go into the ring. Gene, we'll get him in the ring with somebody and get a few more people up there. So I think it'll be a good to watch us go at it. So also, Dom, what soprano character are you most like? Ah, that's a good one. What soprano character? I don't know. I don't think any of them, to be honest. I don't think any of them. What character do you think I'm like? How about that? Yo, Dom, why don't you make the spray and the toothbrush have E.G. vodka in it? Now we're making money. Yeah, Stan, I like your thoughts. I like your thoughts. People, get over in law enforcement. We have the spray, all E.G. vodka. Bretman. Oh, I like that one. Good. Folks, wait till you see who I have next week. Wait till you see the controversy, the life rights we have, we own. We never sleep. We definitely never sleep. Folks, with that, I'm going to start wrapping it up. We have Stan one more time. Let's see. Yo, I want to pay for my question, but dollar signs disappear when I write my message. That's all right. I'm here, Stan. I'm answering your questions. You don't have to pay. Dom, my man. Thanks, Stan. Gotcha. Listen, people, enjoy your evening. Dom, could you play Paulie Walnuts? I don't think that's me. I think, yeah. I don't think that's me. I like Paulie. Somebody said Silvio Dante. Okay, that's more like it. Furio. I would say, you know what? Paul, I would say more of a Furio, more serious. But I think Furio wasn't an earner. Somebody else said Paulie. Cynthia, have a good night. Thank you. Much love and respect to you, Francisco and German, for being my gatekeepers here. And again, the three of you guys have your books coming, so your books will be special. Thank you so much for always being there, having my back, supporting. That goes to everybody else. The new people that are on, come on, give me 100 likes, please, before I sign off. Oh my God, we can't even break 100. I have to start extorting again. That's all. Furio was the muscle. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Silvio was more classy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Buonanotte, Mr. Cicale. Buonanotte to you too. We have 99. One more, folks. One more, and I could sign out. I know you're gonna hold me hostage now, okay, to keep me on. 104. Thank you. Thank you. We made it. So, folks, tomorrow night, that's what I'm gonna do. Tune in. We'll have answering questions about the George Keogh murder. So you could ask me anything you want. Nothing's off limits. How about that, folks? Much love and respect to everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Check me out on it. Bella, good to see you on. My girl Bella. Got you too. Love you, Bella. We check out my Instagram. I'll be posting tonight from the gym. And peace out. Everybody have a great evening. Much love and respect. Until tomorrow, enjoy your evening.